And when they took the principled stand not to load pig iron to go to Japan for the use by the Imperial Japanese Army. It was a moral stand in support of the people of Nanjing at that stage, and a moral stance in the fact that we were not going to be complicit. The government wanted to jail us, and did in some circumstances, and tried to starve us out and do everything else. So it was a very unique time. It was a very hard time for the people that took that principled stand. The community supported them. They came together, and every couple of days a week, the Chinese community out of Sydney would bring down a truck full of groceries and vegetables from the markets. Fred only died a few years ago, lovely man. But he was one of the original Chinese community that used to bring down the loaded truck up a couple of times a week, bring down vegetables and groceries for the picket line, because these guys had nothing.
The people are the ones that are driving peace, and that the views of the people have not really changed since 1938 on that they still want peace because they know as Gary said, who pays the greatest cost if peace does not prevail.
I was lucky enough when I first became an official, or honoured enough, to do the eulogy for one of the last survivors that had been actually on board the vessel the day they walked off. He was working in Townsville when Townsville was bombed by the Japanese. And he said many times later on that one of the proudest things he could, was the fact that he had been part of that small crew of people that walked off that ship. And the other end of that, he'd been there when those bombs and that came back from Japan that were possibly made by the steel that they'd been sending out of here. He always felt vindicated in their stance that they took, and was very proud of the fact that he became a long-term activist and internationalist.